Hey, gearheads! Jay Leno here, and let me tell you, the automotive world is buzzing like a finely tuned V8. Japan just dropped a bombshell announcement. They've developed a hydrogen engine that's blowing past all expectations. We're not just talking about incremental improvements here, folks. This thing is a potential game changer. Now, we've all heard about hydrogen cars before. They've always sounded good on paper, but the reality hasn't quite lived up to the hype. Too expensive, too complicated, and not enough power. But this new engine from Japan, it's a whole different animal. This ain't your grandpa's hydrogen car. This is cutting-edge technology that's turning heads and making people rethink what's possible. So buckle up because we're about to take a deep dive into the future of engines. So what makes this Japanese hydrogen engine so special? Let's talk power. This prototype isn't just keeping up with traditional gasoline engines, it's leaving them in the dust. We're talking horsepower and torque figures that would make a muscle car blush. But it's not just about raw power. This engine is also incredibly efficient. It sips hydrogen like a Prius sips gasoline, giving it an impressive range that rivals even the best electric vehicles on the market. And the best part, the only emission is water vapor. Talk about clean driving. This is a major breakthrough, folks. For years, experts have touted hydrogen as the fuel of the future. With this new engine, that future might be closer than we think. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about electric cars? They're the future, right? They're all the rage these days, and for good reason. With their sleek designs and cutting-edge technology, they represent a significant shift in how we think about transportation. They're quiet, efficient, and getting more affordable every year. The silence of an electric car gliding through the streets is almost surreal, a stark contrast to the roar of traditional engines. But even with all their advantages, EVs have some drawbacks. Charging infrastructure is still catching up, and finding a charging station can sometimes be a hassle. Long charging times and range anxiety are real concerns for many drivers. Imagine planning a long trip and constantly worrying if you'll find a charging station in time. And let's not forget about the environmental impact of battery production and disposal. The process of mining for battery materials and the challenge of recycling old batteries pose significant environmental issues. Hydrogen cars, on the other hand, can be refueled in minutes, just like gasoline cars. This quick refueling process makes them incredibly convenient for long-distance travel. And with this new engine's impressive range, those long road trips just got a whole lot more appealing. Imagine driving through scenic landscapes without the constant need to stop and recharge. Now, I'm not saying that hydrogen cars are going to replace electric cars overnight. Both technologies have their own set of advantages and challenges. But this new engine from Japan has definitely thrown a wrench into the works. It's a technological marvel that could redefine the future of transportation. It's a game changer that could shift the balance of power in the automotive industry. As we move forward, it will be fascinating to see how these two technologies evolve and compete. But wait, there's more. The race for the future of engines isn't just a two-horse race between hydrogen and electric. While these two technologies have been grabbing most of the headlines, there's another fascinating contender that's quietly making its way into the spotlight. There's another contender waiting in the wings, and it's pretty darn cool, literally. This contender is none other than liquid nitrogen. I'm talking about liquid nitrogen engines. These engines are not just a figment of science fiction, they are a real, tangible technology that could revolutionize the way we think about powering our vehicles. These engines use the rapid expansion of liquid nitrogen to generate power. When liquid nitrogen is heated, it expands rapidly, creating a force that can be harnessed to drive an engine. Sound crazy? Maybe a little. But sometimes, the craziest ideas turn out to be the most brilliant. But it's a surprisingly simple and elegant solution. The concept is straightforward. Store liquid nitrogen in a tank, allow it to expand, and use that expansion to power the engine. And because liquid nitrogen is readily available and non-toxic, it has the potential to be a very environmentally friendly fuel source. Unlike fossil fuels, it doesn't produce harmful emissions. Now, liquid nitrogen engines are still in the early stages of development. Engineers and scientists are working tirelessly to overcome the technical challenges and make this technology viable for everyday use. They face their own set of challenges, such as limited range and the need for efficient insulation. Keeping the nitrogen cold enough to remain in liquid form is no small feat. But with continued research and development, who knows? The potential benefits are too significant to ignore, and the scientific community is optimistic. We might just see liquid nitrogen-powered cars on the road someday. Imagine a future where our vehicles are powered by one of the most abundant elements on Earth, offering a cleaner, greener alternative to traditional fuels. Section 5. The University of Washington takes the ice road. Speaking of liquid nitrogen engines, let's talk about the University of Washington's LN2000. This isn't just any prototype, it's a groundbreaking innovation that could change the way we think about alternative fuels. This prototype car, developed by a team of brilliant students and engineers, is turning heads and raising eyebrows. The dedication and hard work put into this project are evident in every detail of the LN2000. The LN2000 runs entirely on liquid nitrogen, proving that this alternative fuel source has real potential. Imagine a world where cars emit nothing but nitrogen gas, a harmless byproduct, into the atmosphere. Now I know what you're thinking, a bunch of college kids built a car that runs on liquid nitrogen? It sounds almost too good to be true. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But this is no fiction. It's a tangible reality crafted by the innovative minds at the University of Washington. But trust me, this is the real deal. The LN2000 has undergone rigorous testing to ensure its functionality and safety. The LN2000 might not be winning any drag races, but it's a testament to the ingenuity and innovation happening in labs and universities around the world. It's a stepping stone towards a more sustainable future. It's a reminder that the future of automotive technology isn't just being shaped by giant corporations. The contributions of academic institutions and their students are equally significant. It's being shaped by passionate individuals with a drive to make a difference. These young engineers are not just dreaming about the future, they are actively building it, one innovative project at a time. The University of Washington's LN2000 is more than just a car. It's a symbol of what can be achieved when creativity, knowledge, and determination come together. The future of automotive technology is bright, and it's being driven by the next generation of innovators. Section 6, Toyota and Hyundai at a crossroads. So, with all these new technologies popping up, what does it mean for traditional car manufacturers like Toyota and Hyundai? These companies have built their empires on gasoline and diesel engines. But the writing is on the wall, folks. The future is electric, hydrogen, or maybe even something we haven't even thought of yet. To their credit, both Toyota and Hyundai are investing heavily in hydrogen technology. They see the potential, and they're not afraid to put their money where their mouth is. But are they doing enough? Are they moving fast enough? The next few years will be crucial for these automotive giants. They can either adapt and evolve, or they can risk being left behind in the dust of their own outdated technology. Section 7. The future of fuel. We're living in exciting times, folks. The automotive industry is on the cusp of a revolution, and the future of fuel is anyone's guess. Will it be hydrogen, electric, liquid nitrogen, or maybe something completely different that we haven't even dreamed of yet? One thing's for sure, the internal combustion engine's days are numbered. It's had a good run, but it's time for something cleaner, more efficient, and more sustainable. And that's a good thing. The future of transportation is full of possibilities, and I, for one, am excited to see what the future holds. Section 8. Challenges on the road ahead. Now, before we get too carried away with all the excitement, let's be realistic for a moment. There are still challenges to overcome before we all switch to hydrogen, electric, or liquid nitrogen-powered cars. Cost is a major factor. These new technologies are expensive, and it will take time for prices to come down to a level that's affordable for the average consumer. Infrastructure is another hurdle. We need a widespread network of hydrogen refueling stations and charging stations before these cars can become truly mainstream. And let's not forget about the technical challenges. While these new engines are incredibly promising, they still require further development and refinement before they're ready for prime time. Section 9. A new era of automotive innovation. But despite these challenges, one thing is clear. We're entering a new era of automotive innovation. The race is on to develop the next generation of engines, and the competition is fierce. This is a good thing for consumers because it means more choices and better technology. We're seeing breakthroughs in battery technology, hydrogen fuel cells, and even crazy stuff like liquid nitrogen engines. The lines between car companies and tech companies are blurring, and everyone is vying for a piece of the pie. This is an exciting time to be a car enthusiast, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Section 10. Buckle up for the ride. So, there you have it, folks. The future of engines is up for grabs, and it's going to be a wild ride. Hydrogen, electric, liquid nitrogen, who knows what other crazy ideas are brewing in labs and garages around the world. One thing's for sure, the cars of the future will be cleaner, more efficient, and more technologically advanced than ever before. And that's something we can all get behind. So buckle up, gearheads, and get ready for the ride of your life. Section 11. The open road awaits. As we stand on the precipice of this automotive revolution, one thing is certain, the open road awaits. The future of transportation is filled with possibilities, and it's up to us to embrace the innovation and drive towards a cleaner, more sustainable future. Whether you're a die-hard gearhead, a tech enthusiast, or simply someone who enjoys the freedom of the open road, this is a time of great excitement and anticipation. So, keep your eyes peeled, your ears open, and your minds ready to embrace the future of engines. The road ahead may be uncertain, but one thing is for sure, it's going to be one heck of a ride.